everybody. I haven't been filming much, but I've been doing a lot. I'm gonna tell you a little story. Some of you may know the story, some of you may not. Project, and grass that never stops growing. Kids, life, women, work. But have been getting a lot done. This is the hard part. I worked on that 68 GMC all winter. I had it in my mind that I would already be driving that thing, and I could have, but I take on too much. So this is the most honest, reliable daily driver of my bunch. I was driving this truck before I took it apart, and every problem I found taking it apart, I'm fixing. So I should have a good foundation. I'm not going to drive, I'm not going to put thousands and thousands of miles on it, but I'm going to drive it. So I went to the steel shop and got the steel for the flatbed, took the flatbed off, didn't film it, put 2" by 2" 1/4" cross members across, didn't film it, I don't know, I've just been busy. And got the flatbed back on, centering it up. Today I'm going to lift it, take that front cross member out. I need to shorten it a little bit so everything lines up. I'm going to do that today, get it sitting on its own weight. That's a big step because now I can start wiring lights and whatever else gizmos I might have back here. Trailer brakes, trailer lights, you know, all kinds of stuff. So that's a good step, getting the bed mounted. The major problem is clutch slave cylinder is too short. This cab is as low as it could go, but it's still a little bit higher than the Dodge. So I got to find one with a longer hose, hydraulic line. We'll figure that out, but I got to get on it. The drive shaft is at Dayton. I haven't heard back. May end up going one piece solid on that. We'll see what they say. But big news. Big news right here. Check out this front bumper. I've said before, we own a gun club, and I found this piece of steel laying back here. My dad probably put it there. Look at that. Someone's shooting through that. I wish they could come drill some holes for me. That's perfect holes in that thing. Whoa, floppy head. So I don't know. It's a little narrow, but it kind of looks good. It's a major conversation piece, but still got to put it in wire looms. I haven't really showed all this. Stock battery tray. Nice battery that came in Elwood. That was the name of the truck. Over here, last week, I made a battery tray. I gotta go clean up a few connections. I was testing stuff. Don't worry, I wasn't using that wire nut. I wouldn't do nothing like that. Got my relay for my fast fuel system. And I got my 30 and my, it's actually an 80 wingamajigger. Turn the key, start it right up. Right here's my clutch slave cylinder. It's right where it needs to go. This is the line that's too short. I'm just gonna order an aftermarket one. I'm hoping it's 2 inches longer. Surely somebody's run into this before. Stock battery cable from the Dodge. Stock upper radiator hose. 2001 radiator out of a Chevy van. My friend, we've never met. Someday soon, maybe we'll meet. But that thing over there under where it says Napa Commercial, right underneath there, let me get the phone here, hold it better. I don't have a camera, man. So this box right here, I talked to my old friend Merlin at Merlin's Old School Garage, one of my favorite shows on YouTube. Check him out. He does a lot of cool content. He's a magician with the wrench. He's a Charlie Daniels of the 9/16. But right there is a voltage regulator off of a Dodge motorhome I had sitting in the back. I don't want this bumper to fall on me. Wired in. So here's my stock Dodge alternator, And everybody online, well, how do we make it charge? Well, here's how. You run this line from the alternator. It's already on there. I just put an end on it. And then there's two wires, a white and a green. The green goes to green, and the white goes from ignition to there. It turns it on. This is my voltage regulator. Now, I haven't fully tested this, but this is how it's supposed to be wired. So if it don't charge, I'll just go grab me another box for a 78 Dodge van. Up there is my relays. I got to modify. I'm going to make it work because I want, it's Ohio. You got to have window defrost at minimum. You got to have window defrost. So the box fits, but it's a little close to my turbo. So I'm going to get a smaller core to put in the box and modify the box with fiberglass and give me about this much clearance. Heat shield if necessary, but I'm definitely going to have heat. But I don't need that right away. I'll just loop those lines if necessary. Parameters run. Got a nice grommet in the firewall. There's a few holes in the firewall to cover up. That sloppy fella right there is my taillight wiring harness. I just got to pop it back in its hole and run to the back. Start wiring up the flatbed. I'm gonna have 500 lights. Fresh oil change. I've been busy. Fresh oil. Master cylinders mounted. I got to go get two brake lines that are need to be 12 inches longer. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna call about the drive shaft. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a failure. I've never been able to not mount a tire, but I can't mount these. I can blow it on with ether, but it falls off before I can get enough air in it. Let me show you why. See that bead? It's the exact same as that bead. So it's not like a 16.5 where one bead's gradual and one bead's short working bead. This has equal length beads because a semi-tire can go on either way, front or back. I guess so they could be mounted while still in the truck. And so I blew them with ether. I got a little video of that probably coming. Caught myself on fire. I didn't have much hair, but now I don't have none. My arms look like a little baby's. And so what I did accomplish was the ether went off hard enough to get one bead pretty good, but the front bead was bad. So I bought this Murphy's tire soap that's just basically goo. Put around that bead and it'll bead itself, and then start filling it up and it'll push the goo out. We'll film that. I tried a bicycle inner tube. Didn't work. I seen that on YouTube. I couldn't make it work. But we got the hoe out. I ain't talking about you, but we got the tools. All right, yesterday, in my spare time, cross member, drilled, grade A hardware, up here. Cross member, too tall, and that's a big one because of the span, so I went bigger. So, I got a gap. I probably got a 3/4 inch gap. I'm gonna shorten that baby down so we can weld it, so we can mount it, so we can wire it. Got some, I'm gonna put a lot of lights on this underneath. I'm not gonna make it all stupid looking from the outside. And probably gonna see this before we go. Getting ready for a swap meet. This is just stuff I grabbed real quick. I got all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna clean some stuff out. Toys, Hot Wheels, tools, gadgets, midgets, everything. We're gonna have it all. So hopefully in 10 days, I got this baby backing up with brakes. Less than that. That's a long shot. That's a far out. As soon as I get a drive shaft and a slave cylinder, I can get the brakes fixed in a day, an hour. But that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do some measuring, and we're gonna lift that bed up, and I'm gonna jerk that baby out, and I'm gonna throw it up on there, and I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna stick it back in there, and 2 or 3 times, hopefully once, and the bed will be on its way to victory. This baby, you're gonna see this baby pulling my gooseneck dump trailer down the road. You're gonna crap your pants. Little kids are gonna be telling their dad, why aren't you cool? How come you go to work every day, Dad, But you don't have a cool truck, or a cool project truck, or a cool project truck, or another truck. Why, Dad? Well, son, I have 14 kids and I can't afford it. Look at that I-beam. It's bent from getting shot. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna set the tripod up and do some stuff. You seen that woodpecker? It's about this big. Has anybody ever seen where a woodpecker lives? I haven't. I know everything. Just ask. Scott Reynolds, if you're watching, I need more grinder wheels, buddy. Old friend. About out. See if your worker will let you steal some more. I hope y'all go down to Legion and watch these videos. Might learn something, huh? About ready to get uncensored. To get popular, start a second channel so I can cuss. Here's how I treat my grinders. Metabo. You know what they call that? Me neither. Grinder King. Well, folks, it's break time.